Hello, my name is Stephanie Toman, and the Excel Skills Beyond Basics is going to cover hyperlinks and importing data in this video. Okay, we'll be looking at creating, editing, removing hyperlinks. Those hyperlinks will be things like going to the email address, going to an internet web address. They could also be going to another document that's in Word or something. And they could also be links to defined named ranges. And the importing, I'm going to give an example of using a text or CSV file, but you can have a go by using pretty much the same method with other things.
Okay, and what I've got here is in each of these tabs, I've got an area that I'm going to be doing. And then what I've done is I've popped in a print shot of how I've done it. So whether it's here, here, or here, and then what I've used within the pane, okay, just to help for revision purposes. So if we're going to relate this one here, we're going to hyperlink it to the cell range here that has a named range of profit, as you can see up there. So if we go back up again and onto the profit, you can either go to the Insert tab and use the hyperlink over there under the links area, or you can right click and hyperlink that way. Okay, so we're bringing up the hyperlink box. That's the text that's displayed, and we need to go to a place in the document. It's not an existing file and it's not a web page. So let's go to place in the document, and then we can see here, there's that defined name profit. Click on it, OK, and then if we click on it, and it should jump to there, which is the named range. So that one worked. We go to the next one along. This one is taking us to a document outside, and you can see this is how it's done through the existing file option there, linking to, and then it's looking at what one we're using. Okay, so just like we did before, right click hyperlink, existing document, go into notes, and OK. Let's try it. Wobbling a little bit because it's just in the software that we're using to demonstrate. So let's close that. And the next one I'm going to use is the consultants. Now I've already got a website here. You can see CIA training. So if I click on that. So if we continue with this and we look at the consultants here, you've got it going to CIA training. That could be edited if you wanted to change it. Remember that when we do the going to a website, we make sure our existing file and we put the website in here. So if we tried this one, for example, let's try to go to CI training here. Okay, it's now hyperlinked, and then it goes to the website. Okay, so that's all of the areas. You can see here, I've also popped in all the stuff about right-clicking, editing, opening, and removing. So if we wanted to remove one, we just right-click and remove, and it's gone. Okay, so that's the hyperlinking. So we've got this open. If we go to the Data tab, you will see that there's areas where it's got Get External Data. So we're going to get some external data from text. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to where we've got our folder. So mine's on the on the desktop, and yours hopefully will be close by too. And I've got it in these lecture materials. And remember that we're in week 3 and link and importing, and in here. So we're going to bring in the hotel text, the first one. What we need to do before we do that is where. So let's just open it first. And it comes up with a wizard. So hopefully, because I haven't clicked on sheet 1, which is where I'd like to put it, hopefully we can do that. So delimited is okay. Next. It's data that obviously is by tab, because if I take that off, it becomes full data. Semicolons doesn't work, comma doesn't work. And what I mean by doesn't work is the tab puts into correct columns and cells. Next, that's fine, everything's okay there. We want to finish, and then we've got the choice of where we'd like to put it. So if I collapse that, go to sheet 1, click on A1 there, drop it down. But it would make more sense, wouldn't it, to actually put your cursor, activate A1 in sheet 1 before you start the wizard, but it still works and it's still okay. And then when you're okay, you brought in, we have a look back at sheet 1, all of that data I've brought in from hotel. Okay. Let's do another one. Let's do sheet 2. Let's click in B2 before we start. So remember, from text, I'm going to go back in. I'm going to bring in the people. Delimited, yes. We can see what's going on there. There's some commas. See the commas in the data. So next, I'm going to make sure it's a comma, not a tab. Okay, the exam will tell you which one it is. You've just got to look for it in the question. And finish that one. It's going into B2. We're happy with that, and we drop the data. Okay, so we're just going to close that after we've done that. I'm not going to save it because I've used it for demonstration purposes. There's a few extra ones. If you want to play around, you can open these up and drop text files in. But that's the end of the week 3 series. What I'm going to go through next are the week revisions for week 3. So I'll do a series of videos for that. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.